Oh, I never remember to ask this, but if you've been watching these, definitely subscribe, tell your friends. Honestly, today was just an exercise in patience. Yeah, I'm a little nervous today. Today is the beginning of a new chapter. We're done with the footers, and it's time to actually start laying block, which I'm terrified because I'm pretty sure I messed up somewhere. We'll see. Maybe there's a rebar in the wrong place. I got a measurement wrong. Things are not as square as I think they are. Now is where all of my mistakes are just going to start showing up. Filming this build has been difficult. You know, I give a lot of credit to YouTubers that film construction projects. It's hard to know when to turn on the camera, and it's not like I can just put the camera somewhere and, you know, do some repeated cuts of something and then put it together later and show you the results. Maybe we'll get to that point when we start doing the framing, but it's hard. It's hard because this is not the kind of stuff that I do day in and day out. I don't know when to turn the camera on, and a lot of times I feel like I don't want to waste your time. And it's mostly me just standing around, scratching my head, doing some math, breaking out the calculator. Am I square? Did I do this right? It's just a lot of thinking. And then it's like 30 seconds of doing something. Anyways, I'm gonna get to work and I'll see how far I get, and we'll see if this even becomes a video. But today, we're gonna start squaring up the corners and putting some mason blocks down. Squaring this stuff up really is a two-man job. You can do it as one person, but it's definitely not the easiest thing to do. Here you'll notice it says 29 and 10 inches, which seems like it might be about a foot off. But the truth is, these tapes, they're about an inch off. If you measure from end to end, or if you get, let's say, one of these measuring tapes, and you try to measure from end to, say, about 12 inches, you'll be about 12.1. So there's about an inch at the end where it's really hard to figure out what you're looking at. So what I end up doing is putting it at the 1 foot mark, so that when I do my measurements, I just subtract a foot. And I get a more accurate number than trying to figure out what the true end is of these long tape measures. They're intended for site work, measuring 100 feet at a time, not measuring inches at a time. And so you have to compensate for that. While I'm here, let me show you a quick tip, I guess, if you're working alone and you got to do these measurements on your own. What I did was put enough blocks here to raise it roughly to the level that I expect on the other side. And then I have another block, and I just use one of these clamps to be my second pair of hands. And that's holding that there for me right at the measurement that I need. It takes some extra setup work, and it definitely takes 2-3 times longer than if we just had some extra hands out here measuring, but you know, sometimes you do what you got to do, right? Anyways, I'm gonna get back to it, and then I'll show you guys what I have once we're all squared up. This footer unfortunately took so long to build that there were several rainstorms in between, and just a lot of dust and dirt kind of collected inside of these. So I'm doing my best to kind of clean them off, because I want to have nice clean contact with the footer as I lay the mortar down. My focus today is just trying to square everything up, maybe get the corners put in, and frankly, if I get that much done, I'm gonna call it a victory. I've got my corner blocks at least dry set. I measured all of my corners. If you don't know, the shed is going to be 16 wide 24 long. So now that my blocks are dry set, I think what I'm going to do is, and I don't know that this is the way that you're supposed to do it. Again, this is not a how-to video. This is just a how I do video. I'm going to Sharpie the corners just so that I can move the blocks and start laying the mortar down. I'm not going to Sharpie the whole line. I just need to Sharpie the corners so that I can then put the blocks back how I found them. Okay, maybe it'll help, maybe not. I don't know. It'll make me feel better, and really at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. As I do this, I'm already regretting it. I probably should have brought some chalk. I think that would have worked better. Not too bad for my first ever mix of mortar. The first time I hit it, of course I get cement in my level. My God. Oh, it's gonna be a long day, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a long day. I kind of forgot to turn the camera on. Expert YouTuber, guys. Level 10 YouTuber. Oh, honestly, today was just an exercise in patience. You know, it's frustrating like like anything that you do for the first time, especially something that requires a substantial amount of skill. You know, I think I got through it. I achieved my objective, which was I got my corners set. And that's really all I wanted to do today. I really don't have that much time left. The sun is set. Hopefully there's enough time between now and the next rain that might happen early tomorrow morning, maybe later tonight. Hopefully there's enough time for the concrete to at least set up. But yeah, other than that, smooth sailing. This is hard work, man. No, thank you. My back is killing me. I laid like 6 blocks and I'm done. Let me show you what I've done. So I've got my corner set here and over there, over there. My ends are cleaned up so that I can start setting up the next run of blocks on either side. I went ahead and cleaned up these joints, just because I'm not going to be here and they're going to set up soon. The first course is definitely going to be the hardest, I can see that. It's the one that's got the most undulations with the footer, because, you know, I was pouring it in different sets and just kind of leveling as I go, and so I'm sure it kind of waves a little. I'm hoping that once I finish that first row, I'll be good to go. We'll see. I will see you guys on the next one. As always, y'all be good. Oh, I never remember to ask this, but if you've been watching these, definitely subscribe, tell your friends. I'm getting really close. I'm trying to hit 1,000. Not that much is going to change for me at 1,000, but I think it would make big steps towards me actually making this YouTube channel actually like something official. Been doing it for like 3 years, and you know, I do it because I enjoy it, but it would be nice to hit 1,000. I think you get a plaque or something. I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you get at 1,000? I hear that's the number you're supposed to hit. But anyways, y'all guys be good. I'll see ya.